There's a reason why some men at 70 have more energy and vitality than others at 50. It's not genetics, it's not luck, and it's definitely not expensive treatments. Something much simpler and much more shocking. Every day, millions of men over 60 are unknowingly consuming foods that systematically destroy their masculine energy. These aren't junk foods or obvious culprits. These are products sitting in health-conscious kitchens, recommended by nutritionists, and consumed by men who genuinely believe they're making smart choices for their health. I see it constantly in my practice. Men walk into my office feeling defeated, convinced their bodies have betrayed them. They've accepted that declining energy, diminished performance, and feeling like a shell of their former selves is simply the price of aging. But here's what they don't know. In most cases, the enemy isn't time, it's what they had for breakfast. I'm Dr. Eva Hart, and for 14 years I've dedicated my career to helping men over 60 reclaim what aging tried to steal from them. I've seen thousands of men walk into my office feeling defeated, convinced their best days were behind them. But here's what I've discovered. In most cases, the problem isn't time, it's what's on their plate. Let me be clear about something, this isn't your fault. You've been following the same dietary advice everyone else has been given. You've trusted the guidelines, bought the heart-healthy products, and made what you thought were smart choices. But nobody warned you that certain foods become toxic to masculine vitality after 60. This is a conversation most men are too embarrassed to have. We don't talk about the morning disappointments, the energy that never comes back, or the feeling that our bodies are betraying us. But silence only makes it worse. Today, I'm breaking that silence. In this video, I'm going to reveal 6 specific foods that are quietly sabotaging your masculine health. These aren't exotic items you've never heard of. They're common foods that millions of men consume daily, completely unaware of the damage they're causing. More importantly, I'll show you exactly how to identify them and what to replace them with. This is about more than just nutrition. This is about reclaiming your identity as a man, your confidence, your energy, and your belief that your best years don't have to be behind you. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and restore itself when you stop poisoning it. Stay with me until the end because the last food I reveal will shock you. Something most doctors actually recommend to men your age, yet it's one of the most destructive things you can put in your body after 60. And if this resonates with you, if you've been struggling and didn't know why, let me know in the comments what you're hoping to change. Your courage to seek answers is the first step toward transformation. But first, let me tell you about the one food that's probably in your refrigerator right now, masquerading as a health food while slowly destroying your masculine vitality from the inside out. First product, processed dairy products. Here's something troubling I've observed in my years of practice. Men who consume regular dairy products after 60 show consistently lower testosterone levels and higher inflammation markers. Not the dairy your grandfather consumed from local farms, but the processed, hormone-laden products filling our supermarket shelves today. Modern dairy contains synthetic hormones that directly interfere with your body's natural testosterone production. These aren't the same hormones that naturally occur in milk. They're artificial additives designed to increase production, with no regard for their impact on masculine health. The dairy industry has transformed what was once a natural food into a hormonal disruption system. When you consume these processed dairy products, you're essentially introducing foreign hormones into your body that compete with your natural testosterone. Think of it like having 2 radio stations broadcasting on the same frequency. The signals get scrambled and your body doesn't know which hormones to listen to. I've watched countless men tell me the same thing. Doctor, I drink milk every day because it's supposed to be good for my bones. What they don't realize is that processed dairy creates an acidic environment in your body, forcing it to leach calcium from your bones to neutralize the acid. You're actually weakening what you're trying to strengthen while simultaneously suppressing your masculine vitality. The inflammation caused by processed dairy is particularly devastating after 60. Your body's ability to process these foreign hormones diminishes with age, leading to chronic inflammation that suffocates testosterone production and destroys energy levels. It's like trying to breathe with a pillow over your face. Your body is working harder to accomplish less. The solution isn't to eliminate all dairy, it's to choose wisely. Raw dairy from grass-fed sources, if available, or plant-based alternatives like almond or coconut milk can provide nutrition without the hormonal interference. Many of my patients report increased energy and improved vitality within weeks of making this simple switch. But here's where it gets really concerning. There's a grain that's been labeled as the foundation of a healthy diet, yet it's slowly poisoning the masculine system of every man who consumes it. What makes this even more insidious is that whole wheat products are marketed as the healthy choice when in reality they might be worse than their white counterparts. Second product, refined wheat and gluten. Let me tell you about something that's quietly happening to most men over 60 who consume wheat regularly. Your digestive system, which has been processing this grain for decades, suddenly starts treating it like an invader. The result? Chronic inflammation that attacks your hormonal system from within. Wheat today isn't the same grain our ancestors consumed. Modern wheat has been genetically modified to contain higher levels of gluten and inflammatory compounds. It's been engineered for shelf stability and crop yield, not human health. After 60, your digestive system becomes less efficient at breaking down these complex proteins, leading to a condition called leaky gut syndrome. When your gut becomes permeable, wheat proteins enter your bloodstream and trigger an immune response. Your body literally starts attacking itself, producing inflammatory compounds that directly suppress testosterone production. This isn't a theory, it's a measurable biological response that I see in blood tests every day. Your immune system becomes confused, treating wheat proteins as invaders and creating a state of chronic internal warfare. I've noticed something remarkable. Men who eliminate refined wheat from their diet often experience what they describe as waking up after years of mental fog. It's as if someone turned the lights back on in their minds. Their energy returns, their mood stabilizes, and their body starts responding like it did decades earlier. The inflammation caused by wheat consumption also affects blood flow throughout your body. Poor circulation means less oxygen reaching vital organs, reduced nutrient delivery to your muscles, and diminished performance in every area of life. Your cardiovascular system, already working harder as you age, becomes further compromised by the constant inflammatory assault from wheat proteins. Think about how you feel after eating a large pasta meal or several slices of bread. That heaviness, that brain fog, that sudden drop in energy, that's not normal aging. That's your body struggling to process a food that's become increasingly toxic to your system. Replace refined wheat with ancient grains like quinoa, or better yet, focus on nutrient-dense whole foods that actually nourish your masculine system. Sweet potatoes, wild rice, and vegetables provide sustained energy without the inflammatory burden. If you're reading this and thinking about the bread you had this morning or the pasta you're planning for dinner, you're not alone. Type plus in the comments if you're ready to make a change. It's important for me to know that this information is helping you. The next food might surprise you even more. It's something most men consider essential for protein, yet it's slowly destroying their hormonal balance. The irony is heartbreaking. Men choose this protein source thinking they're building strength, when they're actually undermining their masculine foundation. Third product, factory-farmed meat. Here's what most doctors won't tell you about the meat filling our grocery stores. It's loaded with synthetic hormones and antibiotics that create hormonal chaos in men over 60. Cattle, pigs, and chickens are pumped full of growth hormones to maximize profit, and those hormones don't disappear when the meat reaches your plate. When you consume factory-farmed meat, you're ingesting estrogen-like compounds that directly oppose your body's testosterone production. It's like taking feminizing hormones with every meal, slowly shifting your hormonal balance in the wrong direction. The cumulative effect over months and years is devastating to masculine vitality. The antibiotics used in factory farming destroy your gut microbiome, the collection of beneficial bacteria essential for hormone production and immune function. A compromised gut microbiome means poor nutrient absorption, increased inflammation, and suppressed testosterone synthesis. Your gut produces many of the neurotransmitters that affect mood and energy, so this destruction impacts far more than just digestion. I remember one man who couldn't understand why his energy and vitality were declining despite eating what he thought was a protein-rich diet. He was consuming factory-farmed meat at every meal, thinking he was supporting his muscle mass and strength. When we examined his meat sources and switched him to grass-fed organic options, his testosterone levels increased by 40% within 3 months. More importantly, he felt like himself again. Factory-farmed animals are also fed inflammatory grains like corn and soy, concentrating those inflammatory compounds in their tissue. When you eat that meat, you're consuming concentrated inflammation that attacks your masculine vitality at the cellular level. It's like injecting inflammation directly into your bloodstream with every bite. The solution is simple but requires commitment. Choose grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, and free-range poultry whenever possible. Yes, it costs more, but consider this an investment in your masculine health and vitality. However, there's a beverage that's even more insidious, something men drink thinking it's helping them relax and socialize, while it's actually accelerating hormonal decline with every sip. The cultural acceptance of this drink makes it even more dangerous. Fourth product, alcohol, especially beer. I've noticed something disturbing among my patients who consume alcohol regularly. Their testosterone levels are consistently lower, their recovery times longer, and their masculine energy noticeably diminished. But beer presents a particularly dangerous threat to men over 60, and the reason will surprise you. Beer contains high levels of phytoestrogens, plant compounds that mimic estrogen in your body. Hops, the ingredient that gives beer its distinctive flavor, is one of the most estrogenic substances you can consume. Every beer you drink floods your system with estrogen-like compounds that directly compete with your testosterone. It's like voluntarily introducing female hormones into your masculine system. Alcohol also directly suppresses testosterone production in your testes. It interferes with the hormonal signals from your brain to your reproductive organs, essentially telling your body to stop producing the hormones that make you feel like a man. Communication system that should be maintaining your masculinity gets disrupted with every drink. The impact on sleep quality is devastating, and sleep is when your body produces the majority of its testosterone. Poor sleep means poor hormone production, poor recovery, and a cascade of health problems that compound over time. Many men don't realize their evening drinks are destroying their morning vitality, creating a cycle of decline they can't escape. Beyond hormones, alcohol creates inflammation throughout your body, particularly in your liver, the organ responsible for metabolizing and eliminating excess estrogen. A compromised liver means estrogen builds up in your system while testosterone production falters. Your liver becomes overwhelmed, unable to perform its crucial role in maintaining hormonal balance. I've seen remarkable transformations in men who eliminate alcohol for just 30 days. Their energy returns, their mental clarity improves, and their confidence rebuilds naturally. The body's ability to restore hormonal balance is extraordinary when you stop sabotaging it. If you occasionally drink, choose red wine in small quantities. The antioxidants provide some benefit, and the alcohol content is typically lower than beer or spirits. But honestly, your masculine vitality will thank you for eliminating alcohol entirely. Speaking of things that seem innocent but cause serious damage, there's a sweetener that's in almost everything, silently destroying your metabolic health. The most frightening part is how ubiquitous these compounds have become in our food supply. Fifth product, high fructose corn syrup and artificial sweeteners. Here's something that quietly destroys masculinity after 60. The artificial sweeteners and high fructose corn syrup hidden in nearly every processed food. Your liver, which should be efficiently processing hormones and maintaining your masculine vitality, becomes overwhelmed trying to deal with these synthetic compounds. High fructose corn syrup doesn't just affect blood sugar, it creates a metabolic disaster that suppresses testosterone production. Your liver, which should be efficiently processing hormones and maintaining your masculine vitality, becomes overwhelmed trying to deal with these synthetic compounds. It's like asking your liver to be a hormone factory while simultaneously asking it to be a chemical waste disposal unit. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose disrupt your gut microbiome, the foundation of hormone production and immune function. They also trigger insulin responses that promote fat storage around your midsection, the exact area where fat tissue converts testosterone into estrogen. You're literally training your body to become less masculine with every artificially sweetened product you consume. I've talked to hundreds of men facing the same struggle. They clean up their diet, start exercising, yet still feel depleted and weak. When we examine their food labels and eliminate these hidden sweeteners, their energy transforms within weeks. Change is so dramatic that many men wonder how they survived feeling so terrible for so long. The metabolic confusion caused by artificial sweeteners is particularly damaging after 60. Your body's systems become less resilient, and these foreign compounds create stress that accelerates aging and hormonal decline. Your metabolism, already slowing with age, gets further disrupted by these synthetic substances. Read every label carefully. These sweeteners hide in products labeled as healthy, protein bars, yogurt, beverages, and even medications. Choose whole foods sweetened naturally with small amounts of raw honey or pure maple syrup when necessary. Your taste buds will adjust within days, and you'll discover that real food has flavors you forgot existed. But there's one final food that needs your immediate attention, and this one will shock you because it's something hiding in almost every restaurant meal and packaged food, yet nobody talks about its devastating impact on masculine health. 6th product: seed oils and trans fats. Most men don't realize they're consuming one of the most inflammatory substances known to human health in nearly every meal. Seed oils, canola, soybean, corn, and vegetable oils are destroying your masculine vitality at the cellular level, and the food industry has made them virtually impossible to avoid. These oils become rancid during processing, creating compounds called aldehydes that directly attack your testosterone-producing cells. The inflammation they generate throughout your body is like a slow-burning fire that never extinguishes, constantly suppressing your hormone production. Your cells become inflamed, your organs become stressed, and your entire system becomes hostile to masculine vitality. Trans fats, even in small amounts, are particularly devastating to men over 60. They interfere with cell membrane function, making it harder for your body to produce and utilize hormones effectively. They also promote the storage of visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs that converts testosterone into estrogen. It's like your body is working against itself, sabotaging your masculinity from the inside out. The scariest part is how pervasive these oils have become. They're in restaurant meals, packaged foods, even products labeled as healthy. Your local restaurant is probably cooking your steak in soybean oil, negating many of the benefits of choosing quality meat. I've seen men transform their health by simply switching from seed oils to healthy fats like olive oil, coconut oil, and avocado oil. Their inflammation markers drop dramatically, their energy increases, and their hormonal balance improves in ways that surprise even me. The body's capacity to heal when you stop poisoning it is remarkable. Cook with coconut oil or grass-fed butter. Use cold-pressed olive oil for salads. Avoid restaurants that use cheap vegetable oils for frying. When you eat out, ask what oils they use. Most establishments will accommodate your request for healthier options. Your body will thank you within days. You'll notice better sleep, improved energy, and a return of the vitality you thought was gone forever. These 6 foods, processed dairy, refined wheat, factory-farmed meat, alcohol, artificial sweeteners, and seed oils, are sabotaging your masculine health every single day. But here's the powerful truth: your body wants to heal. It wants to restore your energy, your confidence, your vitality. When you eliminate these foods and replace them with nutrient-dense alternatives, you're not just changing your diet, you're giving your body permission to function as it was designed to. Your masculinity can be restored naturally, without drugs or procedures. Remember, this journey starts with a single decision. Choose one food from this list and eliminate it this week. Watch how your body responds. Notice the changes in your energy, your mood, your confidence. If this video opened your eyes to something new, hit that subscribe button and tell me in the comments which food surprised you most. And if you have a minute, share what other topics you'd like me to cover. Your health journey matters to me. Your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting for you to reclaim them.